Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? It's beginning to look a little like spring here where I am. Hopefully it is where you are too. I'm tired of winter. When I left off with you yesterday, we had put wood veneer to the box and we had taped the wood veneer down so that it would stick good. And we have the wood veneer completed on the box. We also put a little embellishment on the lid with the wood veneer and we taped it down too so it wouldn't curl up, and it turned out real nice. It's good and dry. So there's that, and these pieces underneath, in case you didn't see the other episode, these embellishments with the birds and the heart, those are made out of the sawdusso that Shelly Cole from Know What Mom Knows made and sent to me. And it's made with sawdust and her special glue. And she gives all the instructions for all that over on her website, so you can check that out. And I will be making some of it here soon myself. But this, I thought this was a cute little project, and I had just started a couple months ago, I guess, when she sent this stuff to me, of putting the birds and the little heart on the box, and it's just kind of been sitting over here on a shelf waiting for me to figure out what else I wanted to do to it. And I've been playing with this wood veneer, and I thought that this would make a real cute little addition to the box. So you put the lid on it, and you got the wood sides then around the box. I thought that looked real cute, kind of finish it off a little bit. And you could do more to that. I mean, you could put other embellishments and stuff on the wood or whatever you wanted to do to it, but I think it looks cute just like it is. But it needed something on the inside because it's still paper mache on the inside. And I thought a felt lining would be nice. I took some felt and cut it to the size of the inside of the lid, and I glued it down in there. And I also have some pieces cut here to do the inside of the box with, but I thought you might like to see how I do that. And I may move the mouse and stuff out of the way here so that I can show you. Now, what I did is I measured. And I started with the lid. I measured, and this is 3/4 by 3/4 inches square. So I took a piece of felt, and you get these at any craft store will have them. Walmart has them back in their craft section. It's just a sheet of felt, and they run about 1/4 a piece. So it's not going to break the bank, and it doesn't even take a full sheet to do one of these, and you save the rest of it for whatever project that you want to do. But I thought gray would look pretty in this. So when I measured then for the inside, what I did is I took the measurement across, which is 3 1/4, just like the lid's 3 1/4, square box, and then it was 2 inches here, it was 3 1/4 inches here, and 2 inches here, and you add those 3 numbers together to get you the size that you need to go down one side, across the bottom, and up the other side. We're going to do that all in one sheet. So I cut that piece to size, and that was 7 1/4 inches. And the way that's going to go is it's going to go down there in the bottom. But now, see, it is too long. It's going to be too long, but that's okay because we can trim it off once we get it glued in. I don't mind having it a little long. I'd rather have it too long than too short. Too long we can do something about. Too short we'll have a problem with. And if it is just a little bit big on the sides, that's not really an issue either because it is the lining for the box. So it's not like we have to get anything really past it. And so we just kind of check it out there to see how it's going to fit in the box before I start putting glue down in there. And so it's going to stick up on each side. We can take a pair of scissors and cut it off on the sides there. I am going to cut just a smidge off of one side. See, this side here was the raw edge of it, and this is where I cut on this side. So I'm going to go down this side, and I'm going to take just a smidge off the side of it here to make it fit just a little bit better so it's not too bulky in there. I don't mind a little bulk on the inside of the box, but I don't want too much. So I'm taking, maybe 1/4 inch, not even 1/4, I don't think, off of the side of that. And here again, I'll just fold it in half, stick it down in the bottom, and then spread it out just to see how it's going to fit. Now that's good side to side. That's real good side to side. And then we'll cut a little bit off of each side of it here where it's flipping up over the box when we get it glued down. Now we're going to put some glue in here. I'm just going to use my wood glue because that's what I have out. It doesn't really matter. You can use this. You can use tacky glue. Just something that's going to stick it down. And it doesn't have to be buttered all the way to the edges, but I kind of like to get some glue in there, kind of rub it around. And we're going to go across the bottom and up 2 sides here. And put a little more glue in there. Just want it to stick down good and not be coming out every time we try to lift something out of the box. Now I'm going to fold my felt in half here. Not creasing or anything, but just folding it in half. It makes it a little easier to handle it. And then we stick it right straight down there in the bottom of the box with the little folded kind of area down there against the bottom. And that sort of centers it. It's not rocket science. It doesn't have to be precise, but it does need to be close. We're going to trim off these edges anyway, so. There you go with that part of it. Now I got 2 more pieces here. I got 1 for each of these other raw sides in the box. There. But I'm going to leave that set for just a minute here and let that glue start setting up so it's good and tacky and it'll hold that felt down. Felt's not going to give us issues like the veneer did. It's not going to try to curl up and do, you know, all kinds of crazy things. So you don't have to be concerned about that. Fabric is way more forgiving than wood. So we have a little leeway with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take scissors and I'm going to trim that off even with the sides of the box. As even as I can get it. Just like that. So that's a little strip away. We'll turn this side up here and we'll cut away this piece of felt on this side of the box. Just like that. See? And that evens it up. Now, those are sticking down good. If yours is not, you might want to add a little more glue wherever it needs to sit. Now, right here, I've got a little place that ain't wanting to stay. So I'm just going to squirt a little glue in there. Just a little dollop. And mash it down. That'll take care of that. Have a little spot like that. Don't be afraid to add just a little more glue. Now, I'm going to dry fit these before I try to glue them in just to see. I'm probably going to have to trim them down a little bit. See where we're at here. Yep, they need trimmed down just a little bit on the side. So let me just kind of mark that with my fingernail here so I know where I need to start to trim that up. That's a good 1/4 inch I have to take off of there. Like I say, I'd rather cut them a little big to begin with and then have to adjust them than have them too short. Now see, that's good. I could trim that off on the side just like I did these others. And the same thing over here. We'll dry fit this one. Get it fit in that one corner real good and bring it over and see about where I need to chop it off. Guess I could get that under the camera a little bit better so you can watch me. But I think everybody knows how to use a pair of scissors, don't you? Square it up a little bit. And we'll stick that in there, dry fit it, make sure that it's going to sit where I want it to go. I'm not lapping that over on the bottom now. It's just coming right up to the bottom. See if we can get the shadows off of this enough that you can see. But on the bottom sides there, it's just right down to the edge on the bottom. just like that. Now I'm not even going to take these completely out. They're fitting in there real good. I'm just going to take some glue, and I'm going to squirt some glue down there on the side of that box. Then I'm going to take my finger and rub it around on the side of the box. And I'm going to take the felt and push it right back into the glue, just like so. Easy peasy. People get all scared about, oh, I don't know how to line things up. Oh, good golly, it is not rocket science. Come on. We're not sending a man to the moon. We're putting a little felt in a box. So don't get all Twitter-pated about it. Okay, now we got it in there. I'm going to let it sit here for a second and let that glue start to set up while I peel some glue off my fingers. Glue's on dries on my fingers a lot faster than it dries in the box. I'll get some of these little felt strips off the desk here. I don't need for anything. See, that's how much of that felt piece was left. A nice big chunk of it. Be good for other projects down the line, lining more boxes, or whatever I need to do with it. A lot of different kinds of felt projects we can do. Now, pressing it all down in there good, make sure it's all down, and take the scissors, just like I did on those other two sides, and we'll cut it off even with the top of the box, just like that. Just cut that felt right even across the top of the box. This would be so sweet for some jewelry or little trinkets. It would be a lovely little gift box if you wanted to give somebody something in it, maybe a nice charm bracelet. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. If somebody that likes watches, maybe you give them a pretty little watch in that. But yeah, I think that'd be just a sweetest little box. And it's all lined and pretty, and it'll protect whatever you put in there because of the felt that's in it. And there it is. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Check out all my URLs down in the description of the video there. My Etsy store, Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it on your social media so everybody gets to learn how to be creative and get new ideas on how to do things. And I think there's only one thing left to say, and that's Brenda's Crafty. Be like Brenda. Bye.